Have a guess where we are today, folks? That's right, Frizinghall Models and Railways. Here's Pauline. So we're going to have a tour around this shop. Hopefully chat with some of the staff. They are very busy at the moment. There's your opening times. Right, let's go in. After you.
Alright, so we do a wide selection of Pico. We've been friends with Pico for very many years. We've got bullhead, fine track, we've got the streamlined stuff, we've got set track, pretty much everything you could need. We've got a big selection of Hornby's stuff as well, including the track parks, Metcalf. We do absolutely everything you could need for model railways. And this is just in 00.
Cool. Yeah, because it's good stuff though, isn't it? I mean, there's so many people that enjoy doing the Metcalfs.
Yeah, the Metcalf have been around forever. I wish they would invest in doing some TT, which would be nice. But the Engage and 00 that they do, they're good kits, they're easy to do, and people know the name and brand.
Yeah, yeah.
So John Aries do quite a bit of diecast for us, which is our partner company. So we do have quite a big selection of diecast buses, cars, trucks, any kind of vehicles you can think of, planes.
Such a variety, isn't there? Certainly is here. Ponty's Holiday Club.
There's things people remember, isn't it? What would you say is the best-selling era for diecast?
Oh, diecast is a very tricky one. We generally find, depending on the age of the customer, it's generally when they were about 12 to 15. That's the era that they sort of go for, depending on the year. We generally find most of the stuff that sells here, your Capris, you sort of all the Fords, Escorts, going into some of the newer stuff like the Cosworths, and then you've got your Mustangs after that. But yeah, generally sort of all the Fords seem to be our biggest seller.
I guess it's because they saw them more often growing up.
Exactly, yeah. It's like model railways. Yeah. You find people will do, they'll recreate the things that they used to see when they were train spotting as a kid. Like my earliest memories are of a EWS 66, whereas someone much older than me, it would be green class 40 or probably like a Jubilee or a Duchess or something like that. And that's generally what they'd model. Most of our customers are sort of 00 and Engage, so we don't have as much O gauge as say Ellis Clark, but yeah, we still have definite call for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, nice stuff.
So we've got NG7 in this corner. So we're waiting for Bachmann's next announcements for their stuff, but it's getting very popular as the NG7.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful that, they're so different, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. The fact that they run on 00 gauge track is really handy for people who don't want to build another layout than their 00.
Yeah, these tiny things. Great.
Right, moving on to 00 gauge, our main item, I'd say. This is what we sell most of. It's a good size for most people, a little big for some of the younger ones, but a lot more sturdy than say Engage.
Yeah, you worry about the Engage because of the size, don't you? And being so delicate.
Yeah. Some of the newer stuff takes longer to take the body off than it does to repair the item, so it's so detailed.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Some of the new stuff doesn't seem as easy to fix.
No, but companies like Akira Scale are making things a lot easier. They've got detachable roof panels now, so instead of taking the body off to install a decoder, you find that you can literally just remove a little magnetic panel and pop your decoder in without damaging any of the body or any of the actual parts to it.
It's about being able to upgrade and do the things. That makes life so much easier.
Yeah, because you find that you can either get an analog model or a sound one. There's not many digital fitted ones anymore, and the sound ones are so expensive now that most people are just wanting a digital fitted. But a lot of people are scared to take the engine apart.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. I love the Rocket.
Yeah, the Rocket was a very popular one. They're bringing out a triple pack soon with Rocket, Lion and Locomotion all in.
Oh, right, cool. This is beautiful though, isn't it?
The gold one's not my kind of cup of tea, but it is a very nice model.
Well, the only thing that bothers me about that, because I think it looks beautiful, but it's never going to be ran.
No,
It's just going to sit on a shelf, isn't it?
it's an engine that can run that you can't run because the gold plating comes off.
Yeah.
I think they've done the gold plating as a sort of an aesthetic thing,
Yeah.
but it will work really well for the pickups because there's nothing more conductive than gold, really, is there?
No. But yeah, I feel it's a shame. It's beautiful to look at, but
It is as well, because they've done it with the Diecast boiler as well, which are the best running versions. The Hornby Dublo stuff is the best running version of any Hornby model that they do, because you've got all of that weight there and all the pickups.
Yeah, you feel as though it's wasted, don't you?
I have a Hornby Turbo Motive, which is the same principle, a little bit bigger engine, with the Diecast boiler, and I've had that pulling 7 metres of private owner wagons.
Really?
It nearly touched its tail on my layout,
Wow.
which is 15 by 15 foot, so you can see how many private owner wagons that was. I can't remember counting them, but there must have been sort of 50 or 60
Wow.
of them, which is a lot of axles.
Yes.
And that pulled it with no problems. So they really do. Makes a big difference if you pull in big trains.
Yeah, just shows you what power they can have, doesn't it?
All right, moving on to narrow gauge. We do, I say quite a collection. There's not a lot of products for narrow gauge, but we do as many as we can. It's a very popular gauge, is that here. We've got our private box fans, our exclusives. That's the Hammond's Brewery, local one to us. And that's an exclusive for us. We've got everything that's out at the moment, narrow gauge in Pico and Bachmann, including their new rolling stock down at the bottom.
Got some lovely carriages there.
Yeah, it's a big range now compared to what it was before.
Yeah, a couple of years ago you have to kit build everything. There was nothing pre-built.
And now, yeah.
Oh, I just noticed.
There's something for everyone. Portion. We have a big selection of coaches and rolling stock here.
You do have an awful lot of N-gauge here.
It's good. It's good to have. So you can guarantee someone will want what you don't have.
Oh.
Yes.
So you've got to have everything. We've got the Pico stuff down at the bottom. We've got a couple of the Rapido rolling stock items still in stock. But they only bring things out for N-gauge a couple of times a year, so it's ordering enough to cover you for the rest of the year.
Ah, right, okay.
You got your TT 120 sets now?
Yeah, which are all the TT engines that aren't in the new arrivals cabinet. So that's the stuff that's been out for more than 6 months.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's a great size, and especially for the younger ones, like we were saying, 00's just that bit too big. You can have one loop on your living room table or dining room table, which has to be put away every 5 minutes because tea time. Whereas TT, you can nail it to a board, hide it under your bed, and you've got a layout that you can build, and there's a lot more room. You can fit a lot more in a smaller space.
So you do find it growing then?
Yeah, definitely. TT is one of the most accurate gauges as well. The sleeper.
Yeah. But yeah, it's some nice stuff, isn't there?
Yeah, they've done really well. And we're finding a couple of the brands catching on to this as well. Gauge Master have announced they're doing some more TT engines. So hopefully they're going to be bringing some more stuff out. I don't know whether that's in partnership with Helgen, but yeah.
Good. Like I say, people are really enjoying it. And do you find that the youngsters really go for the TT then?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, we've got a lot of seasoned modelists that are going for TT as well.
Well, we just spoke to somebody, didn't we, that was doing non-engage, but he's moved and decided what to do.
From N-gauge to TT,
Yeah, especially when you get older, it's a bit more difficult to see the track with N-gauge. TT is just that little bit easier.
Yeah.
But the detail on these is fantastic. With everything being brand newly tooled, you've got the best quality. You can't get any.
Old stuff being brought back.
Yeah, there's no old toolings that have been reused for 40 years. Oxford and Gauge Masters' contributions to TT so far.
Some real oldies.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Or London fire truck, yeah.
Quite like the bungalow. We were just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see a whole street of them, each one, you know,
Yeah.
slightly painted differently. Yeah.
There's not a massive price difference between the gauges, but the TT is just that bit lower than double O gauge as well, so it's a lot friendlier on the pocket money.
Right. So you can sort of see that size is carrying the prices as well. Yeah.
I'm guessing it doesn't make much difference in your tooling up cost on the gauge anyway.
It's generally tooling down. You'll find that it'll be a lot better to tool down from double O gauge than to go up from N gauge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of detail on the TT ones compared to the N gauge. You seem to lose a lot, which is another benefit to TT. So this was originally built by Pico. This is a very old layout now. It has been redone a few times. Most of the side is original apart from some of the grass and trees.
Right.
Most of the buildings have been renovated in the last 20 years. So it's quite an old layout is this one now.
It runs really well. It's very smooth, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It takes a lot of maintenance, but yeah.
It's undercover as well.
Everything's running digital at the moment.
Yeah. It's good to be able to just see it going round though, isn't it? You know.
We have quite a mixture of older models and newer models. We've got the newer style Bachmann 08, that one there, and then just coming through is one of the old Farish 31s, which runs just as smooth. I've had to hardwire the digital chip in, but to say that runs around pretty much all day, every day.
Yeah,
it
really is doing its job.
30 years old, I would have thought.
There's another one.
Got another old Farish engine there. A little Pannier.
Nice, aren't they?
That one would be a sort of mid-90s engine, I would have thought. That
Is
one.
it your job to change them around?
Yes, so I do all the maintenance for the railway. My colleague does. He's generally better with the track work.
Oh, right.
Keeping everything straight and railed, so we don't have any issues with stuff derailing. But you'd be surprised how many of these little engines need a service after a while.
Yeah.
We had one of the wagons that built up so much muck on the wheels from neglect of servicing that it actually caught the fake plastic braking and flipped over.
Wow.
It was about 1.5 mil of dirt on the wheels that it built up just from it running around on a clean track.
So much more on this side, but beautiful nevertheless.
Do have quite a variation of eras on here.
Yeah.
As we call it preserved. So we've got a couple of new items like the 47s and the 66s, and some of the older stuff like the I was going to say Tornado, but that's a fairly new engine. The old Prairie Tank and some of the DMUs. Fantastic. Whereas the proper models are twice the price. The pre-done ones. The Thomas stuff, you just take the faces off, repaint it, add a couple of transfers on there, and you've got a well-detailed item.
What a good idea though. I like that you know, advice on things like this.
We have actually done it for customers as well. We did we did a custom Guinness wagon out of one of the water tanks. Stripped it down, painted it black, applied some Guinness transfers on there, and then satin coated it for a customer for a lad for his birthday.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's nice to be able to do these things because everything's so expensive.
Yes, yeah. It's hobbying. You know, the more budget you have, the more you can do.
Yes.
So the more you can make, you know, the better it feels once it's done.
Yeah.
You can make everything on your layout. It's more personal.
Yeah, definitely.
There you are.
Ah.
There we go.
Ah, there it is. Yes.
Little Harry Potter one.
They must sell a lot of them.
It's just come out.
Oh, it's just.
Really?
I think it's just come in, or it's just been re-released. So I don't think we've seen that one for a little while. Right, so our favourite section of Scenic stuff, Jervis. Cheap and cheerful grass and any sort of Scenic stuff you can think of.
It is, isn't it?
For less than £2 a bag, you can do all sorts of Scenic stuff. This is for wargaming, railways, any kind of
anything you need a scene for.
Pretty much,
this
yeah,
is-
yeah. We had a chap in this morning that was building a scene from when he went on holiday with his wife 25 years ago. He was just building a little field with some walls, his little camper van in there, and a little picnic scene, and it absolutely got everything from us. And he's building that probably at the moment
How nice.
for his anniversary, which is a really sweet thing.
Yeah, isn't it just?
So it doesn't have to be railways or related, it can be for anything.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the idea of it, you know. People sometimes just think, oh, it's just for railways, and you know, and bringing, you know, there's all sorts, isn't there?
Yeah, it's amazing what people do use it for. We have quite a lot of customers that are clock restorers, the old brass ones. It's just something we've accumulated, but yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see it's at a good price.
And then anything pre-built, we have resin kits, we have Bachmann and Hornby, the main range of kits. We have a lot of the older stuff as well. We tend to buy a couple of each, so for a couple of years after they've been sold and gone, we've generally got a couple left. So we've got bits from most eras, and if there's something you've missed out on, we can generally we've generally got one or two kicking around. But,
That's good to know, though, because you never know when people are thinking, oh, I wish I bought it when I saw it,
Yeah.
you know, that sort of thing.
We find that a lot of the time someone will start doing railways and they've just missed out on the last batch of whatever engine they wanted. I started just after they'd done the Class 70s, and I had to wait 5 years before they'd done another batch of them.
Wow.
So you've really got to catch what you can.
Yeah.
But with the extra stock that we have, you can sometimes find the ones that we missed out on.
Good, good. It's nice to know there's still some around to be able to find.
Right, it must be really something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I would have thought so. It's one of the proper Triumph ones as well, with the metal axles.
Yeah.
I like seeing the people on. See them sat up there, roasting there.
We're currently in renovation at the moment. We've ripped up the track, laid new stuff down,
Right.
and then squeezed in a little engage between, so we can do a bit more servicing on those.
Yeah.
What's in the wagons?
So we have the remainder of the Easter bunny hunt from last month. We had a little Easter thing on for the young uns. So you could come in and find up to 3 bunnies around the shop. There were there were over 100 in the shop,
Right.
hidden around.
I've seen them on the shelf down.
Yeah, we're still finding them ourselves. We forgot to label where we actually put them. So yeah, there's going to be bunnies around the shop forever.
Find 3.
Yeah, you take them home by all means.
Find one. We'll find one.
So
All day.
Oh no, that's good. It keeps them interested, though,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah, we do a little Easter bunny hunt on the train set as well. We've got loads of tiny little chicks, you know, the ones you used to get on the buns.
Really?
Yeah, and we hide 14 on each side and then 2 little rabbits. There's like a little Where's Wally type thing.
They're really
Just something
popular,
fun
though,
to do.
aren't they, for the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They do
Well, this
good
is
work.
the whole point. We've got to get the younger generation into modelling and doing something practical.
Some scale electrics as well.
Yeah, yeah, we're building up on scale electrics a bit more. We're getting more and more customers for them now. The details really increased on these. We do all your track packs on there, and then we do all the sort of little bits there. We've got 1 or 2 sets kicking around the shop. But we do the digital chips, we do repairs on scale electrics as well, servicing and any of the parts that they need.
Oh right, cool. Yeah, I didn't really notice them before, but yeah.
No.
So these are all of our exclusives. So we've got Engage, 009, 00 and TT. All
these all
exclusive
local,
wagons.
then?
Yeah, so we've got the 2 Bradford wagons, we've got the Lister and the Cowburn. We do a clean and a weathered variant, all in-house weathering. Same with the TT, we've got the twin packs of those with them weathered, and then we've got the new one that's just come in, the Hammonds. That's the Hammonds Brewery van. We've got that in Engage and 009.
Great variety, yeah. It's nice to see something local though as well, isn't it?
Yeah. We see so many people who buy, you know, everything local to their area, you know, wagons
Yeah.
from Barnsley, whatever. They just get everything in Barnsley.
Yeah.
We've done the same of it, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's nice to see there's so many wagons that have been sort of lost out of history. The Lister wagon, we had a customer that managed to find one original photo of this wagon, and no one could find one anyway. It was nearly lost to the history, and Pico spent quite a good amount of time working out what colour the wagon was, because the photo was black and white, and we couldn't find anyone from that period who had seen them in real life. Kit building corner, we do have stock all around the top of the shelves for all the ones that don't fit on the shelf. And they change quite often depending what Airfix and Revel have got out at the moment.
The Tyranids. So I've got the ones that look a bit like aliens.
Oh, right, okay.
And I love to paint them, build them. Yeah.
Is there so quite a lot to choose from then? Because obviously we know nothing about Warhammer, by the way. So yeah.
There's all different types. So like they're the ones that I have, and then obviously like some other people, they might want like an army like that instead.
Ah, right,
So
I
there's
see.
so many different styles.
Oh gosh, there's so many to go for.
Yeah. Like that one as well. And you can actually pick and choose of what colours you want to paint them as well. They don't have to be what's on the box.
Oh, of course, yeah, because obviously when you're creating them, are you painting them all up yourself and so on?
Yeah, mine are blue, not purple. Yeah.
Could you give us a brief overview of what they actually are, please? I know it could be difficult.
So with Warhammer, it's a bit like you've heard of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
It's a bit similar to that, but there's a bit more dice rolling involved. So when you attack your opponent, you've got like a book that'll tell you when you've rolled what exactly. So say you can go so many inches forward and then to attack them, sort of thing.
Right, I see. So it's really quite in depth then, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
More than you think.
Yeah. I were a bit confused at first, but the first 2 games that I did, I won both, and I don't even know how. Yeah, I'm like, poof. Yeah, that went over my head.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good to see though. I mean, if it's something you're really into,
Yeah.
do you find a lot of people that have done Dungeons and Dragons move on to Warhammer?
I'm not sure actually. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Right.
But I've never really played Dungeons and Dragons to actually know.
Ah, right. I see.
We've just started these because my partner also likes building, so finding something else to build.
Yes.
And then now we've got another hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to keep you busy for some time.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Do you have a lot then?
We do.
And they're all self-built?
Yes.
Can you buy them already done?
There is.
Oh, sorry.
There's a little. Oh no, you still have to build the little ones, but they're clipped together. So it's not even like it's really intricate. You can just clip them together.
So you don't have to necessarily be great at doing them.
No. I've also got like tanks as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look really complicated, I've got to say, looking at them, but
Yeah.
so it gives you a chance to have a look, see what there is and see what the prices are. And sometimes it's nice to come down and have a look, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think I'd be into them as much as I am, but obviously with my partner getting so many, and I was just like, oh, why don't I have a try? And then I went for the alien looking ones because the Tyranids actually look pretty more interesting rather than a Space Marine to me.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
and yeah, that's why I decided on them ones, and I quite like building them and painting them.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Right, well, thanks for letting us know about that. It's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
A fantastic River Van coming, that's obviously the most important one. We're going to hopefully have some classic cars in the car park. We're going to have Bradford Model Railway engineers. They'll be in the car park, opposite car park, with some 5-inch gauge or 7 1/4. I can't remember which one. Anyway, ride on rail outside. We'll have hopefully a visit from Pete Waterman. Then we'll have Hornby, Bachman, Pico and a few others turning up with their reps to support us in our back mezzanine, and then 5 or 6, actually I think we've got 9 layouts that are all coming as well.
Oh wow.
All different gauges, couple
Really
of 009, 00, a couple of 01s I think, and then Engage all to support us as well, which will be dead fun. It'd be one hell of a
We'll have a day. Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you for that. Cheers.